What's up, Gogs? What's up, Luke the Duke? Hey, Edwin. The Bristlers here. Just getting the final setups. His arms 365, baby. Nice. Well, I'm not going to wear a long sleeve inside. Those things are uncomfortable. I don't know how people do it, man. That's why I wear shorts, because once the denim and stuff folds under like my leg armpit, and it's just uncomfortable. And, you know, I like to not focus on my clothes so I can focus on work. How are you guys doing today? I'd like to think, I think it was Gogs. Excuse me. I do not live in Texas. I live in the suburbs of Chicago for now. I have lived in Texas before. Anyway, Gogs had a recommendation in Discord for me to do the podium for first, second, and third place on the scoreboard. Or at least he had some variation of that. I actually had the podium already cut out. I read the recommendation and I was like, let me just go ahead and finish the podium. Arizona. Woo, I just hitchhiked through Arizona earlier this year. That was a rough one. Just excuse me before the sneeze. Yeah, I was mid-talk, you know, I don't know what else to do. Alright, guys. Welcome to another live game show where I host and keep score. You play by commenting. Today we are playing Justifiable Thoughts again. Fun announcements. Starting Friday, the giveaway will start Friday. Hello, Tony. Welcome to the live game show where I host and keep score. You play by commenting. We're going to be playing Justifiable Thoughts today. Somebody will enter the Hall of Champions 1 hour and 55 minutes into the stream. What giveaway? I'm not sure if it's all we're playing, but we're playing it a majority of today. Every time, starting at the November 1st, every time somebody gets their name on the scoreboard, I will write their name on a raffle ticket and put it in a bucket or something. You're allowed 1 raffle ticket per player per day. What's up, Javier? At the end of the month, well, at the first stream of the following month, I will randomly pull a name out of the bucket, and whoever's name I pull, they get to pick amongst a few different prizes, and I'll ship it to you. So it's free, no purchase necessary. I'm only starting with 1 prize a month until I raise more funds, and then till the channel starts making a little bit more money, and then I will hopefully be able to do more prizes per month. However, for now, to be budget friendly, I'm only going to do 1. So I want that tee. No, you do not get my t-shirt. Some of the prizes, we have, I'll let you, the winner pick. I'll let the winner pick. And it'll be between my book, set of D&D die, and then a fidget spinner. I have these glow-in-the-dark fidget spinners. I don't know where they are right now. Oh, they're out of the way. And then another surprise as well. Dibs on the sleeves. You guys do not get my hoodie, and for when Richard comes, you do not get my hat. Just trying to help my guy get better. I don't know. I don't understand how you're helping. I don't know what you think you're doing to help. Did I miss something? Need work on those arms? Oh, what do you suggest? Moving on, we're going to go ahead and play Justifiable Thoughts. Justifiable Thoughts is where I have you guys name something. If I win, can I donate the prize? I want to be fair. I think I'm only going to allow you guys to give up the prize, and then I'm going to pull a different name. I don't think I'm going to allow you guys to pick somebody else, just to avoid potential complications that could arise. So you guys can forego the prize, and I will pick a different name out of the bucket. But yeah, so we're just going to stick to that. Anyway, we're going to move on to justifiable thoughts. All right, the first person to name a justifiable answer. I just don't want to put my address online. No, I wouldn't. I would not be accepting addresses online. You'd have to email the address to me privately, because I'm not going to accept the address online. If somebody puts their address online, I would be removing it from the comments. So if somebody wins, they have to email me and stuff, their address, and then, or wherever I'm sending it to. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on to justifiable thoughts. This is where I have you guys name something, starting with a random letter that I choose. The letter changes every round, as well as the question, typically. What's a piece of, your answer must start with the letter, whether it's a sentence or a word, must start with the random letter that I choose. What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't, starting with the letter D? Hey, what's up, Doobie? All right, what's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't? Gogs, did you say dare? As in like the program? What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't? I'd say that's probably good advice. They ruined my life. So dare is to not do drugs. Yeah, like do a dare. Oh, I thought you meant the dare pro. We have a stupid we have an inefficient campaign in the United States called Dare, to where you should not do drugs. I always said stupid because it's inefficient. That's not a piece of advice. That would not constitute as a piece of advice, Gogs. So, Luke DeDuke, you said drugs. What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't? Drugs is not a piece of advice. Gogs, you said dating advice. That's probably very good. I think most times when somebody gives dating advice, it's probably bad advice, since they're not emotionally evolved in the situation or have all of the information. So 9 times out of 10, when somebody gives you advice on your life, hell, I'd say 99 out of 100, it's bad advice, because they're not emotionally evolved nor have as much information as you. I would actually probably go 9,999,99999 times out of that number plus 1, somebody gives you advice, don't listen to it. Anyway, Gogs, welcome to the scoreboard as a former champion. You are entered onto the scoreboard as red. I have a good philosophy. Don't take advice from people who aren't where you want to go, or haven't done what you're trying to do, or haven't done what you're trying to do, or aren't trying to do what you're trying to do. If you don't want to end up where somebody else is in life, don't listen to their advice. All right, Gogs, number 1 on the scoreboard, but that doesn't matter because you have your own piece. We now have the podium. Good evening, Dan. We have we now have the podium to represent who is first on the scoreboard, first, second, and third by points. Doobie, it's not an appropriate conversation for the stream, but they ruin most people's lives. Moving on to another round. Moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. We're actually going to do that round one more time with a letter. What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't, starting with the letter N? All is well. What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't? Oh. God, you said never going beyond safety. I would say you can't push yourself in this world. Napping while driving, Daniel, is not good advice. What's a piece of advice that sounds good but isn't? Napping while driving. It's it is tricky. Gogs, I'm going to give you the point for never going beyond safety, because if you don't push yourself and take risks, then you're not going to grow. Gogs, you're going to get the second point. All right. All right, moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. What's a fear that everyone should have but doesn't, starting with the letter O? Never say never, new stuff. What's a fear that everyone should have but doesn't? Guys, why would you say why would you say Oreos? How do you I would agree that nobody is scared of Oreos. I do not think everybody or most people should. Laxatives full of them. Some people got to go, man. Dude, I think you and I have different bodies. Got to watch for type 2 diabetes. Terrifying. I was going to say olives. I don't think Oreos is a very justifiable answer. I feel like you could have said a lot like spider. Well, it doesn't start with an O. I'm going to not give it to Oreos. Luke to Duke, you said opera singers. I don't think so. Omegle Chat, Daniel, I'm going to give it to you. If you've ever been on Omegle Chat, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and red. Bro, why? Nobody should fear Oreos. Because you have the choice to not eat the Oreo. However, if you're on Omegle, if you are on Omegle, there are some things you will run into no matter what that you don't get a choice to run into. And it's annoying. So we're going to move on, and I'm going to go ahead and give it to Daniel. Daniel, welcome to the scoreboard. Yeah, Oreos are Milk's favorite cookie. You can't disband the pair. Daniel, you're entered in as number 2 on the scoreboard. Since you're number 2, you will have the number 2 token. You're currently in second place on the scoreboard. That makes milkshakes like that look to do. All right, we're going to try that one again. What's a fear that everyone should have but doesn't, starting with the letter C? Gods, I'll give it to you for cats. People wildly misunderstand how dangerous cats can be if one's mad at you, because they can scratch out your eye. You guys all had good ones. Car accident, credit card debt. I don't think I would have accepted Canada or crap. All right, moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. What's a scenario where being rude feels justified, starting with the letter P? Luke to Duke, I would say prison's probably good. I think prison was a really good answer. Oops, wrong one. Luke to Duke, welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. You're number 3 on the scoreboard, but that doesn't matter because you have your own game piece. Oh, by the way, Daniel, you're in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions because we will be inducting somebody today. Good answer. I think prison was a good answer. Luke to Duke, you got a 1. Or I'm sorry, you got 1. Where is your piece? So many things everywhere. Oh, here's your little dog. Luke to Duke, you're going to be... I'm just going to put you on 3 for now. Because Daniel got to 1 before you did. All right. Yes, on this format, I typically, almost always, induct somebody in the Hall of Fame 2 hours in. Hour and 55 minutes in. Moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. The first person to give me a justifiable answer starting with the random letter I choose will get a point. We're going to try that one again. What's a scenario where being rude feels justified starting with the letter A? Luke to Duke, avocado is not a scenario. There's just not. All right, Gogs, you said ambulance, so I'm thinking, well, Javier, robbery's definitely justifiable, but you're third. Gogs, you said an ambulance. Let's see, what's a scenario where being rude feels justified? Because a lot of people are in a lot of pain and stuff, and so they'll probably feel justified lashing out because they were in a lot of pain. Even if it wasn't quite the right thing to do, it would probably feel justified. So I'll actually give it to you, Gogs. In pain, yep. Doesn't mean it's right thing to do, but it could feel justified. Luke to Duke, avocado is not a good answer. Javier, a robbery. Daniel, an ambush. Close second and third. Those are good answers. All right. What's something people do that seems normal but is creepy, starting with the letter G? Like, what if they give you food poisoning? They, as in the avocado? Well, you still were second on that. Also, an avocado is still not a scenario. What's something people do that seems normal but is creepy? You just said geeks. I don't think geeks is a good answer. Guys, I'm going to just start reading the questions and replying your word to that question. Geeks, it just doesn't make sense. You said go poo. It's the first word I thought of. That's fair. You guys can't always do more than one word and more than one answer. What's something people do that seems normal but is creepy? Gogs, I don't see how going poo is creepy. We're going to define creepy. Causing an unpleasant feeling of fear or unease. You know what? I'm going to, weirdly enough, give it to go poo because there are times where you could definitely get. This is the weirdest way to ever see creepy used in a legitimate context. But pooping could definitely cause an unpleasant feeling of fear or unease at times. I think that word's just typically used wrong. No, it's used right. It's just such a weird way to use it. But Gogs, justified. We're going to go ahead and give it to you. Bro, it's the Oreos. That was good, Luke, too. What's something everybody claims to love but actually hates, starting with the letter M? Hey, Rhino. You don't need to apologize for sending a song. I didn't like the song, but you don't need to apologize for it. All right. What's something everyone claims to love but actually hates? Luke to Duke, you said mom. I'll give it to you. I think definitely most people probably hate their mother at least at some point in life. Luke to Duke, you're at 2 points, which means you just overtook second place, putting Daniel down at first place. Remember, Daniel, you're only competing for the Hall of Champions amongst everyone else who's written in a written black marker. This is the overall scoreboard. Hey, small Sealand ball. Welcome back. What were some of the other answers? Ooh, money. Money was probably a good answer. What's something everyone claims to love but actually hates? I don't hate it. It's a good answer. It's still a good answer. Probably would have been acceptable. Luke Duke, you said mopping? I don't know anybody who claims to love mopping. You still got the point for mom, but I don't. Oh, Daniel, margaritas, huh? I bet they love them in the moment, hate them the day after. You guys had a lot of good answers. It is Rhino stuck in my head. I sang it like 4 times today, which is bad. I don't listen to music and stuff, so that was an awful thing to have stuck in my head. I'll have you know. I will have you know. All right, guys. Ooh, moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. The first person to give me a justifiable answer, starting with a random letter, will get a point on the scoreboard. What's a reason to fear success, starting with the letter G? Luke, that's a good answer. I think we're gonna. What's a reason to fear success? Ooh, Javier, that's a good answer. Oh, Daniel, good answer. My sister ate spaghetti with chopsticks. That's goofy. I think Luke to do gangs, I would say so. Yeah, because they could definitely take you for your money. You guys all had good answers, all justifiable. Luke to Duke, I'm going to give it to you. Groups of fake friends, greed. They were all good answers. Luke to Duke, you got it first. Once I get a couple more players, and I'll start giving 2 points out. Good answers. We're actually going to do that one again, starting with a different letter. What's a reason to fear success, starting with the letter R? Random hate. That's a good one. Revenge. That's a good one. I'm going to give it to Luke to Duke. Luke to Duke gaining on Gogs to get his spot on in the first. Was a close one. Okay. All right. What's a sign that someone is trustworthy? Starting with the letter F. Ready for my first round. Awesome, small Sealand. Welcome back. What's a sign that someone is trustworthy? Starting with the letter F. Free. I don't know if free qualifies as an answer, Luke to Duke. Javier, I'm going to give it to you for friendly. Javier, welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. Battery, welcome back, Gods. You're almost losing your spot at the top of the podium. Javier, you're number 4 on the scoreboard. Doesn't matter because you have your own game piece. Red, since you're a former champion. Finally. All right, Javier. Where's your little goat? My friend, where is your goat? Here we go. You are tied with 3rd place. I don't think I'm going to stack everybody on here. I don't think I'm going to stack ties because if 10 people are on this podium, that might be a little bit much. And since Daniel was technically there first, I'm going to let him stay there until somebody surpasses. Or they get you stuff for free. Yes, but free is not a good answer. Remember, you guys can do full sentences or a couple more words or something. Finally, everyone's on fire. Doesn't count, wasn't here. Moving on to another round. You guys had some really good answers. How many people we have? I think we're going to do one more round, giving out 1 point, and then we're going to do 2. Does free need to be the first letter of the first word? I think you mean F. Yes. If I give you guys a letter, your answer must start with that letter, whether your answer is a word or many words or a sentence. So if it's a sentence, the very first letter in that sentence must start with the letter that I choose. We're going to do that round one more time with a different answer. What's a sign that someone is... Actually, we're going to do a different round. What's a sign that someone is not trustworthy, starting with the letter L? Yes, Rhino, like that. Similar. Ooh, Javier, you said looks evil. What's up, Baronator? Look, welcome back. Lobs rocks at you. Oh. Hey, Richard. Hey, Richard, I've been starting around 5 p.m. for the last few weeks. Welcome back, Richard and Baronator, both hopping in. All right, guys, after this round, we're going to move on to 2 points per. Javier, you said looks evil. I'm going to give it to you. Javier, you are at 2 points, which means you are officially in third place on the scoreboard. Do you guys like the podium? The podium is to represent who is in first, second, and third place on the scoreboard. It's separate from entering the Hall of Champions. I don't know if you guys can see it well or not. In fact, I might actually move it a little bit closer since I don't have to show the scoreboard too often. How about right there? It's good when I'm on top. Nice. All right. If focus is better now. Perfect. All right, guys. Moving on to another round. That was some good answers. What's a rule that should be broken, starting with the letter B? For anybody just joining, the giveaway starts Friday. What's a rule that should be broken? I want to let you guys know the giveaway starts Friday. Gogs and Luke to Duke for bedtime. Yeah, I can concur with that. There's definitely times it's very worth it to stay past when you should go to bed. So I'm going to give it to Gogs and Luke to Duke. I'm giving a point out to the first 2 people with a justifiable answer. Gogs and Luke to Duke. Small, you said breaking the speed limit in a school zone. I said, what's a rule that should be broken? I don't think that would have qualified as justifiable, my friend. All right, what's a lie that you tell what's a lie you tell yourself regularly, starting with the letter N? I agree with Small. Baronator, hope you're doing okay. Everything's going good in your realm, and everything's going hopefully on the up a little bit. Also, how was your trip in the mountains? What's a lie you tell yourself regularly? Luke to Duke, you said nap time? Do you just tell yourself it's nap time and then don't take a nap? That's a horrible thing to lie. What? That's a weird one. I don't think I can give that to that. Gods, you said nothing wrong? I can definitely give you a point to that one. Oh, that's good. Oh, Rhino, no friends. That's a good one. I think a lot of people say that, and even though it's not true. Rhino, welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you're entered in as red. Rhino, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you don't have a game piece. So, since you're number 5 on the scoreboard and you are a former champion, you will have the number 5 token. It was wonderful. I actually just relaxed for the first time. Nice. I'm going to hopefully be doing that soon when I leave. Guys, I only have 2 more streams and then I'm gone. Yeah, 1 to 2 more streams after today and then I'm gone for a week. Sadly not. That's okay. I was just checking. So you're going to be the number 5 token. That's why I have the tokens too. All right, we had good answers. You're doing Halloween stream, right? I unfortunately cannot do Halloween stream, and I feel really bad about that because I really, really want to do Halloween stream. I am just at the mercy of my environment, and that's why I had to reduce from 6 days a week to however many I can do, and I'm really disappointed about that, if I'm going to be 100% honest. However, I will be moving out of here, it looks like, next year, and once I move out, once I move on to my next place, I will hopefully be back to 6 days a week. And I'll be very excited about that. But until then, I'm only unfortunately stuck with 2 to 3 times a week, and it does suck. We're going to do another round of that. What's a lie you tell yourself regularly, starting with the letter F? I'm hoping the cards work in my favor and I can stream on Christmas. I think I'm going to take out the word regularly. So what's a lie you tell yourself? Fine. All right, guys, I give that one to you. You're probably not fine when you say you are. Fun is bad. Depends on the fun. Luke, go ahead and give that to you. Friendship is a lie. These are rough. Fries are healthy. You know. Daniel. I think I'm going to start telling myself that. Oh, my God. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's something that most people pretend to understand, starting with the letter T? Who is Tim? Who is... Oh, it's Brandon. You probably meant time. See, Rhino said talking to a woman, which Barinator would have been how you could have worded yours. That's a good one. All right, we have... what's something that most people pretend to understand? Gogs, you said the truth. Barinator, you said Tim. Gogs, we're going to give it to you for the truth. I don't know who Tim is, Barinator, but you're going to get it because I know you meant time. Barinator, welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. Barinator, you're number 6 on the scoreboard. Doesn't matter because you have your own piece. I'm actually going to, move this back a little bit. Where can I, how would that be? Yeah, actually, I like the podium right under the scoreboard for your guys' view. I think that makes sense. And then, awesome. Something that most people pretend to understand. Well, look, small. It makes it tricky when you guys do a recommendation like that. If next round is with an M, I have a really good idea on mine, because then I'm obligated to not start it with an M, so that way I don't feel like I'm consciously or subconsciously cheating. I have a terrible sore throat. Good thing you don't need to talk. Yeah, I also pull the letters at random. I just try to keep it as fair as possible. All right, moving on to the next round. What's something that should never be trusted, starting with the letter B? Fair, fun, family friendly. Thank you, Luke. Giving a point out to the first two people with a correct, well, a justifiable answer. All right, we have... Oh, we have people saying Barinator. How rough. What's something that should never be trusted? Starting with the letter B. Starting at the top. Luke Duke, you said babies, and I'm going to give it to you because you could be holding a baby, but you'll never know when they're going to puke on you or break something. Actually, I was just on the phone with my friend the other day. Javier, you know who he is. And he was holding his baby, and while I was on the video chat with him, that baby just punched him in the face. That thing isn't even a year old. Socked him right in the face. Super satisfying to see. Because it's not my baby nor my face. So, Luke Duke, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you for... Baby did him dirty. Train him young, right? Get them gloves on. Equal rights, equal left. I told him, dude. I told him, bro, you got to treat that baby with mutual respect, you know? So, like, yeah, pop him back. Of course, I'm joking. That was not very family friendly. That was a joke, though. But yeah, no, teach him boxing or something from a young age. Luke Duke, you're going to get babies. Luke Duke, where are you? Right here. Catching the gogs. And Small Sea Land Ball, you said Breaking Bad. And I would say you should not trust Breaking Bad because it's the TV show, so there's going to be a lot of inaccuracy. So you should not get any information directly from them and trust it as a good source. So, Small Sea Land, I'm going to give it to you. Welcome to the scoreboard. You're entered into the scoreboard as number 7. I'm going to shorthand your name to Sealand if that's okay with you. I'm going to start calling you Sealand for unless you want to go by something else, or if you prefer me say Small Sealand Ball every time, I can. Don't mind, up to you. You are now tied with Daniel for entering the Hall of Champions. Small Sealand, or Sealand, you're number 7 on the scoreboard, which means you will have the number 7 token. Guys, that is not appropriate. Guys, I'm not calling you that, Sealand. Guys, why do you do this to me? Oh my God, I almost had to go and break early. Jeez. Alright, moving on. Guys, stop. I'm going to put you on timeout for... I can't do this, dude. I don't have enough sleep to hold on to... I don't have enough sleep, man, to for my filter to be on its A game. We're going to move on. Oh my God. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's something people do every day that could lead to their downfall, starting with the letter S? There's definitely childish jokes, but it caught me off guard. It was funny. Oh yeah, all good answers. All good answers. Sunken ship. Barinator, you said sleep. If people sleep too much, that's definitely could lead. Yo, Barinator. Not appropriate. Okay. Oops. Guys, we gotta keep it. Oh, was that a Was that autocorrect? I was so thrown out of left field here at seeing that comment from you. No, Rhino, it's when there's inappropriate comments, I have to remove them. All right, Baronator, you're getting a point for sleep, and Luke Duke, you're getting a point for sex. Sleep is definitely could lead to a downfall if you do it too much, as well as sex, because you can have too many kids. And Baronator, you're getting the point, and Luke Duke, you're getting the point. Luke Duke is catching up to Gogs, one behind. Baronator, you're currently tied with Javier for third. However, he was there first, so he's going to keep his spot for now. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's a guilty pleasure that feels like a crime, starting with the letter M? God's money. Yeah, Richard, you said milking a cow. Never met anyone who got pleasure from milking a cow. I love this game. Rich, I don't even. God, you said money. Dude, I'm dying. It's a really good one. Oh my God. Daniel, I don't know what you mean by mom. I don't even know. Can't get fresher milk for that. That's fair. Gogs, I'm going to give it to you for money. What's a guilty pleasure that feels like a crime? Money definitely can. Daniel, I don't know what you mean. I'm tell him it's a bull. I don't know what you mean by mom, Daniel, so I think I'm going to pass on it. So I'm going to go Luke to Duke with money as well. Gaining on Gogs. Oh. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's a belief? Now remember, your answer can be a word or a sentence, but the first word must start with the letter I give. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it, starting with the letter F? I actually have a video on my phone of me. That was a K. Thank you very much. We're going to stop that round. Stop that round. Welcome back, Yvrat. Welcome back. That was a K. Thank you very much. All right. Hold on. I'm going to give it to the first person with a justifiable answer with a K. Gog's not acceptable. Oh, well, yeah, that's... Oh. As it is an acceptable answer, it's just a little bit too inappropriate. For the answer, it's just too inappropriate, though, as an answer in general. All right, so for the first person, we're going to go ahead and skip. We're just going to move on. We're going to try that one again. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it? Starting with the letter W. Was the only one to use. I'm so sorry about that one, guys. I messed that one up. I'll give it to the. No, we're just gonna move on from that one. We're gonna move on to that one, or from that one because of the mistake. Sorry about that. My apologies. What did I say? F and K. I'll just give a point to the first person with a K and an F answer. That's good. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it? Fun. No. Keto diet would not lead to total chaos. Keep atheist in prison. Okay, you've Rob and Richard for fighting. I will go ahead and give you guys both a point real quick. Just because I feel bad. I always like to give a point even if I make a mistake. So first justify answer on the previous one be Yuvra and Richard. Yuvra, welcome to the scoreboard. You're number 8 on the scoreboard. And Richard, welcome to the scoreboard. You're going to be number 9 on the scoreboard and entered in as red as a former champion. Yuvra, you are number 8 on the scoreboard, which means you will have the number 8 token. This is for the previous answer. And Richard, let me get your little dude out here. All right, moving on to the next to give the answer, or I mean the point out for the next one. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it? Clearly picked W. Okay, cool. All right, Ryan, good luck on your stuff. Okay. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it? Okay, guys, for the half of you that just said women as your answer, that's not a belief. What's a belief that could lead to total chaos if everyone followed it? But if everybody followed, guys, I don't know if I can speak on that one. Because I might. Daniel, for World War III, I'll give you that could definitely lead to total chaos if everybody believed in World War III, because then everybody start prepping and destroying everybody. Daniel, definitely give you a point for that. Not going to give the point out to women. Daniel, you're in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions at 2 points with Sealand, and you've Rob behind you with 1. Javier, I think you only had the next. Hey, Plastic, it's going well. How are you doing? Guys, I'm reading your answers, and I'm making sure it's actually a valid answer to the question. So next would be Javier with worship turtles. If everybody worshipped turtles, the whole world would change for really weird reasons that I don't really think we could imagine right now. Daniel, you had the next appropriate answer with world domination. However, you already got the point. So Javier, worshipping turtles. Guys, give me 1 second. I just have to zoom in on this chat just a little bit more so that way I don't have to put my glasses on. Just so I don't have to. Oh, come on. How you doing today, Plastic? All right, cool. That hopefully make it easier for me. All right, cool. Back to it. Welcome back, Plastic. I was making mac and cheese, so I'm late. Well, welcome. Better late than never, right? I guess I don't like quotes. Welcome. Moving on to another round. Have a good one, Rhino, I think. I think I missed something. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's something people enjoy that should be illegal, starting with the letter E? Gogs, I'll give it to your answer. I'm pretty sure that was a typo. Wait, isn't it illegal? Hold on. Oh, well, hold on. Wait a minute. It says, what's something people enjoy that should be illegal? If something is illegal and it should be illegal, that still counts. That still counts. Gogs, you're going to get it for X. Richard, you're from England. He said England. Gogs, you'll get it. You said elephant hunting. It's a fun philosophy one. I'll go ahead and give it to you. Do people enjoy elephant hunting? Oh, yeah, there's poachers out there. You'll go ahead and get it. you are tied with Daniel for entering the Hall of Champions. Don't mean I like it. That's a good answer. Oh, that's fair, Richard. You guys, a lot of you had good answers. We're going to go ahead and give another. We're going to do the same question, new letter. What's something people enjoy that should be illegal? Starting with the letter P. I don't think poo should be illegal. You threw me off at the police one. I don't think people enjoy police, nor that's a weird loophole with them being illegal, but I don't think I'm gonna skip that one. Because I don't think that people enjoy that, especially when you're the one talking to the police. Should it be illegal? That's up to debate. Do people enjoy them? No. Richard, you said potatoes? What's something people enjoy that should be illegal? I don't know if potatoes should be illegal, but I definitely enjoy some fries. Luke Duduke, you said pipes. That's a good answer. Daniel, you said penny house. Well, I'm going to have to Google this. You actually had just given me a tourist attraction. There is a penny house, a project called the Penny House, 30 minutes from my house, 40 minutes from my house, where the whole thing's decorated in pennies, and it's like a little music. I love penny. I don't know why. You just gave me a little new bucket list item while I'm here. Anyway, what's a penny house? I meant Pennywise. Sorry. What a fun little accident. What a fun little. I'm an avid penny collector. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick for later. Super funny. Super funny. Wow. I'll give you $1 for it. Hey, Sasso. All right, what is Pennywise? We're playing Justifiable Thoughts right now. For anybody, oh God, I hate Pennywise. All right, what's something people enjoy that should be illegal? Pennywise. Okay, I'm gonna just give it to clowns. Daniel, you'll get it. Or killer clowns, I should say. Hey, Connor, long time no see. Welcome, Connor. We're gonna have to, guys. Remember the giveaway starts Friday. Gotta get Sasso's character out and Connor's character out. I hope you guys are all doing good. Barinator fell. I'm a sus kind of guy, Sealand. Oh no. Can I see a pic of the penny house? I have no way to show you, unfortunately. Yes, Daniel, we all know. Guys, we're going to do one more round and then go on the break. What's a situation that only a child could find entertaining, starting with the letter A? All right, Barinator, we'll be here. Since you're going to go cooking, I'm going to go knock your piece over for a little bit. I did just take a picture on this phone. However, there's other private information on my laptop I cannot share, and I don't want to risk my privacy. What's a situation that only a child could find entertaining? I think a theme park is entertaining for. A guy shaking keys is a great answer. I think a theme park is good for all ages. Plastic, you said accidents. I know many people who enjoy watching accidents as adults because they're morbid. So I think that that's a good one. I think adults enjoy that. Javier, you said a guy shaking keys. That's a really funny one. I'm going to give it to you. I think that would definitely qualify. That's fair. Luke to Duke, this is the time where an avocado could make sense for the answer. What's a situation that only a child could find entertaining? If you put an avocado in front of a child, he could spend that. It's not a situation, though. Hold on. Define situation. A set of circumstances in which one finds oneself, a state of affairs, the location and surroundings of a place. That's tricky. It's not quite a situation. I think I'm going to change the question to what's something that only a child could find entertaining for future use. However, for now, I can't change the rules halfway through, so I'm going to have to pass on it. You guys, I call red card. Don't worry, I called it on myself. For future, I changed the question to be a little bit more broad. However, I never changed the rules during a round, and so that cannot apply here. Change it for the future of it. All right, so animations. Oh, Daniel, there's things like anime that everybody loves. Airplane. Richard, people love airplane. Apples is not a situation. Avalanche. Oh, Sasso. There are a lot of morbid people in this world. Guys, we're actually still looking for the second one. I'll go ahead and repeat it. What's a situation that only a child could find entertaining? Avalanche, I find them very entertaining as long as people aren't on them. Ooh, Luke to Duke with ambulance. I think a child would find an ambulance entertaining, and an adult seeing one going down the road would either be annoyed that they have to pull over or worried that something happens. So I'm going to actually give it to Luke to Duke on that, I think, for the most part. Luke to Duke, you got that one. So I think it was Javier and Luke to Duke. Oh, Luke to Duke and Gogs are officially tied for first place. However, Gogs got here first, so Gogs is staying there. Luke to Duke and Gogs, you guys are tied. Next person get a point. The guys will probably switch. Don't worry, Yvonne, it's okay. Connor, there's nothing to be sorry about. Life happens. Don't worry. I'll hopefully be streaming for many years to come. If it's the keys for a safe, I'll be all over those shaky keys. It's funny. All right, guys. It is, we're 59 minutes in. We're going to go ahead and go on break. We're going to be taking a 5-minute break, guys. Quick announcement. The giveaway starts Friday. Real quick, we have 2 new things for the stream. 1, this podium represents who is in first, who has the most points, the second most points, and the third most points on the scoreboard throughout the day. Remember, whoever has the most points with a name written in black, Daniel, you're currently in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions. Whoever has the most points, which would be Daniel with the name written in black, will enter the Hall of Champions. 1 hour and 55 to 2 hours into the show. And the next new announcement, starting Friday, I am doing a giveaway. Starting the first of every month until the end of the month, every time you get your name on the scoreboard, once per day, up to once per day, every time you get your name on the scoreboard, I will write your name on a raffle ticket and put it into a bucket. On the first stream of the following month, I will randomly pull a ticket, and if I pull your name, you'll be able to pick between a few different prizes, and I will ship it to you. If you don't want the prize, you cannot donate it to somebody else. Instead, I will pull a different name to avoid. Start the tickets tonight. I cannot start the tickets tonight. Very sorry about that. They were actually supposed to be in today. And I don't know what happened. They got delayed, and so I actually had to get another roll. Thankfully, they'll be in tomorrow. So we're going to start that Friday. Will be the first stream. Prize over a kitten. I want backdated. No. Some of the prizes will be one thing we have to offer, and I'll let you guys pick between the prizes, whoever I pull. For now, we're only doing one prize a month. Once I get more funds, I will do more prizes. You're going to be able to pick between my book, a set of D&D die, a glow-in-the-dark fidget spinner, and then we have another surprise that I'm not announcing yet. And the prizes will increase, hopefully, as time comes. I want a Rolls Royce. The prizes will increase as time comes, and also the amount of prizes I give away will increase as funds go up. Stop. We're going to go ahead and take the 5-minute break. At the sound of the gong, the 5 minutes begins. At the sound of the air horn, the 5 minutes is over. I do keep a stopwatch and a phone on me to respect everyone's time and to keep chatting. My God, I have a cord mess over here. Lo siento. Oh, my. Oh, that's why I like wireless mice. There we go. I want more streams. You guys will get more streams as soon as I move. I want a picture of Shannon. A secondhand Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD, Sassel. I might be able to throw that up. I want the break time sign. This sign is awesome, and it's super programmable by your phone with an app. Super recommend it. There's actually an affiliate link for it in the description if you guys want one. Get another way to support the channel. They're not mine. I didn't make them. Where's my stopwatch? They're actually really cool. I really like it. It's a fair price, guys. I want more streams. Guys, I promise you, as soon as I move next year, whenever it is, as soon as I move, I'm going to be so excited to get back to streaming 6 days a week. Unfortunately, I can't do that now. This is so much better time for to start for us. Well, cool. I'll probably actually be starting around 5 p.m. You guys had an hour change, I'll have you know. I just now realized, Richard, when you said earlier, I just realized that you guys had an hour change and we haven't had ours now. Unfortunately, for you guys, it probably appears that I started an hour early when in reality, we just haven't had our time change yet. So that's unfortunate because for us, we'll be changing back in about a week and then it'll be back to 11. Once I move out, I'll be starting earlier. I am stuck where I'm stuck in life though until I can move on. No problem, Connor. We'll be here. I want your hat, really. I want that. The hat's awesome. You guys don't get to pick the prize. You guys get to pick the prizes I lay out. You don't get to randomly pick anything that I own. Break's starting now. I'm going to be adding a couple minutes to the clock at the end. You guys are hilarious. Bringing a phone on me so I can keep chatting. You guys crack me up. Thank you. Gotta get a good old chocolate bar. Hey, it's Shannon. I host the games and keep score while you play them by commenting. If you would like to support the channel and enter the Hall of Supporters, my Cash App is Shannon1742. My PayPal and Venmo are mindfuldiscovery@yahoo.com. These should be pinned in the comments. If you are interested in any of the games played on this show or the props used, I have affiliate links in the description. I earn a commission for each product bought at no extra cost to you. Another way you could show support is by purchasing my book, Beyond Solitaire, 52 Unique One-Player Games. This is a book on learning the rules for 52 solitaire-type card games with various levels of difficulties, chance, and skill. I wrote detailed instructions for new and experienced players to be able to learn these games, along with setup pictures for examples. Beyond Solitaire, 52 Unique One-Player Games is available on Amazon as a paperback book and on the Kindle store. It is also enrolled in the Kindle Unlimited program. We have a minute left in the break. Who will enter the Hall of Champions tonight? The three key principles for this game show. We want to be fair, we want to have fun, and we want to be friendly. I personally want to thank this community and everyone in the Hall of Fame for helping develop this positive game show experience. All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to be adding 2 minutes to the end since I talked a little bit about the giveaway. Guys, we're also officially at 200 people in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. All right, how Justifiable Thoughts works is I have you guys name something starting with a random letter. Your answer can be a word or a sentence. The first word of your answer must start with the random letter that I choose, and it must make sense. One, it must make sense as an answer, and two, it must be justifiable. What's something that seems harmless but could lead to chaos, starting with the letter B? I'm pretty positive I saw a money laundering thing here. It was a shop that only sold folding pocket knives, and they were only up for a few minutes. No, Luke Duke, I cannot send you that if you win. All right. What's something that seems harmless but could lead to chaos? Richard, I would say bullies do not seem harmless. God's betrayal does not seem harmless. Javier, books seem harmless and have led to chaos. In many instances, that is an appropriate answer, Javier. You're going to get it. Remember, guys, must seem harmless, but can lead to chaos. Luke Duke, you said babies can seem harmless. Daniel, Brazil does not seem harmless to anybody outside of Brazil. I'll have you know. We are very aware of Brazil, and it does not seem harmless. I know you're from there and you're in there, but I assure you we are aware that it is not harmless. Hello, rude. Sorry, Daniel. You guys are on the map, man. Luke Tanuki, you said babies seem harmless and can lead to chaos. For example, if one stops breathing. Luke Tanuki, you're going to get that point. And Luke Tanuki, you are at 12 points, and you're kicking Gogs off of first place. Luke Tanuki, you're number 1 on the scoreboard today. Gogs is in second. Javier, I believe you're still in third at 5. I'm going to go ahead and read the scores. Luke Tanuki, you have 12. Gogs, you have 11. Javier, 5. I'm read the former champions first. Rhino, 1. Baron Eater, 2. Richard, 1. Amongst everybody else competing, enter the Hall of Champions. Daniel, you're in the lead with 3 points, enter the Hall of Champions. Followed by Yuvra at 2 and Sealand at 1. The Hall of Champions will be announced 1 hour and 57 minutes into the stream today. I could use some harmlessness in my life. That's fair. All right, moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What's a party theme that would confuse everybody, starting with the letter T? First time hearing of Favlas. Looked it up. All right. Does that say tarpons or did you mean tampons? What's a party theme that would confuse everyone? Starting with the letter T, we have Gogs, you said toilet. Luke Duke, you said tiger. Both acceptable answers. Tarpons. It's a fish. You did not mean tampons. Got it. Gogs and Luke Duke, you'll get it. All right, guys. Remember, your answer must make sense to the question. What's a food combination most people wouldn't try, starting with the letter H? You had a Teletubby party when you were younger? That's funny. Guys, it's a food combination would probably mean you have to answer more than one. Combination is when you combine 2 things. Oh, ham and ice cream. Sasso, you just said hate. That is not a... That's not food. All right, starting at the top, I'll start reading them. What's a food combination most people wouldn't try? Javier, you said horseradish, and that's... I guess on a technicality, that is a combination of a bunch of things. Is it? What is horseradish? I don't know. But I don't know if it... What is horseradish? Oh, it is a combination. It's usually made with the root, vinegar, sugar, and salt. Usually made with just the root of the plant, vinegar, sugar, and salt. I don't know if most people wouldn't... I think most people would at least try it once. I think a lot of people try food to determine... I think that's a normal thing people try at least once. Plastic, you said peanut butter and jelly. It doesn't start with an H. Luke Duke, you said hippo and mayonnaise. That's a valid one. I did justify Javier's answer as being an acceptable answer, but not a justifiable answer, because horseradish is a combination of things, but it was not, I would not say it was a justifiable answer. Luke Duke, you said hippo and mayonnaise. I'm going to give it to you. Herbal chicken's actually super good. Daniel, you said ham and ice cream. That sounds disgusting. Daniel, you're going to get it for ham and ice cream. Worldwide known sauce. Yeah. Horse and radish. See, Javier, that's a great one. I don't think people would try. That's funny. Oh, my God. I'm not trying ham and ice cream. I love both separately, and I don't want to ruin them. Hot dogs and chocolate. Fun fact, Richard. I would agree that most people wouldn't try it. One time, Javier and I were hanging out, and I poured chocolate sauce on a hot dog and made him try it. And he stopped trying food from me after that. It was one of the few times I could convince him to try my weird creations. It was weirdly good. I liked it. I don't think he likes trying things that I come up with, though. Made him. Well, I mean, of course, not made him. It was okay. That's fair. I thought it was good, but I have poor taste in food. And the weed grows more. A Reese's Cup and sweet and sour sauce? Man, I don't miss being a teenager. What's something people do for fun but shouldn't? Starting with the letter S. We had an unexpected horse meat scandal a few years ago here. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Sasso. Where somebody was a chain selling horse meat instead of what they said they were selling. What did I ask? What's something people do for fun but shouldn't? Gogs, you said sex. What stupid people in the world. Oh. Gogs, I'll go ahead and give it to you. Maybe if we did that less, there'd be less. Daniel, you said smoking. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. Clean up those points, something a little nicer. Oh, wait a minute, Daniel. I'm so sorry, but I just saw Luke Duke answered above you. I actually have to take that point away and give it to Luke Duke. Very sorry about that. Made a mistake. You guys know I make them more than I'd like to. My apologies, Daniel. You're going back to 4, and I have to give that to Luke Duke. I didn't see he answered above you. Why does Gogs get a point? Luke Duke, I just saw and corrected the mistake. There was horse meat included in supermarket foods that weren't supposed to have horse meat in them or something along those lines. I don't understand why we can't eat horse. A lot of people are again. I don't understand. I will never understand any human being who says it's okay to eat one animal but not a different animal. Was sold as beef. Now lying, on the other hand, of course, that's not appropriate, especially because of allergies and things like that. But all right, I think you can either eat all animals or no animals. Same reason we don't eat humans. Wait, what? Wow, horse meat is banned? Okay, all right. Hey, W, welcome. Horse meat is surely some good quality stuff, all muscle. I'd assume it'd be like venison, like a deer meat and stuff. That would probably be, I'd try it. Clearly not in the U.S. if it's banned here, but, all right, good answers. Snake soup is a thing. I could see it. I hate snakes. I'd like them a lot more if they were dead and I could eat them. We're on to another round of justifiable thoughts. What is nobody genuinely enthusiastic about? Genuinely. Starting with the letter P. What is nobody genuinely enthusiastic about? Starting with the letter P. I love a good cat meat rumor when it comes to Chinese restaurants. I got a cat you could remind. Gogs, you just said post. I don't know what post. What is nobody genuinely enthusiastic about? All right, Javier. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna have to change the question to what are most people genuinely enthusiastic about? What are most people not genuinely enthusiastic about? Never mind. I'm gonna keep it for wording. What is nobody genuinely enthusiastic about? Javier, you said pencils. I personally love pencils, but I'm probably not too enthusiastic about it. Javier, I'll give it to you. Gogs, you said post. What do you mean by post? Post is mail here. Oh, dude, people get so excited about mail. People get super excited about mail. What is nobody genuinely enthusiastic about? Think about most kids get so excited when they get mail in the mailbox until they're older and they realize it's just bills. Luke Duke, you said pencils. I'll give it to you. Bills, bro. Yeah, but I mean, most kids, most people under the age of 18 are not getting bills in the mail, and they are enthusiastic when they get mail until they're older in life, and then they get bills. So that's what you say, Poland? Dang, that's rough. What makes no sense to order in bulk, starting with the letter C? Parking wins. That's a good one, Daniel. Parking is definitely a good one. Richard's answer is the best. Porta potty. Oh, Richard, you probably did have the best answer. Oh, man. You probably definitely had the best answer. All right, what was the question? What makes no sense to order in bulk? You guys said cats. Everybody just said cats. Oh, my God. Guys, cats. All right, guys. Okay. That's great. That's great. You said cats first. And Luke to Duke, you said camping stuff. What makes no sense to order in bulk? A lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people, especially in Los Angeles, order camping stuff in bulk so they can pass it out to the homeless place, and it's a great resource to be able to pass out. So I'm not going to justify camping stuff. You said cats second. You're going to go ahead and get that one. Where are you? Yuvra, you're at 3, catching up to Daniel, who's at 4. You shouldn't order 50 sleeping bags. Well, people do. I've met people who do, and they hand them out. Gogs, you're at 14. Luke Duke, you're at 16, holding your spot on first. Luke Duke by 2 points. What if you own an animal sanctuary? You know, ordering cats. What makes no sense to order in bulk? First of all, I don't even know where you could order cats. If you own an animal sanctuary, it would be very weird. Well, then you definitely shouldn't be ordering cats. That's such a goofy one. Yeah, you rescue in a sanctuary. You don't go shopping just so that way. The sanctuary isn't a place to justify being a crazy cat person where you can just have 200. Like, you can't just buy 200 cats and be like, it's a sanctuary. You'll look like insane and a mad person. Ordering the cats from the... Okay. Hey, let's order 50 rough-looking ones, guys. Bring cats from the Chinese restaurants. If you're ordering a cat, you're rescuing it, though. Otherwise, it'd be a kitten. But it's not just a cat. It's also a bulk of cats. I don't think... Where are you going to order a bulk of cats from as an animal sanctuary? God, this is a fun one. Getting technical. I think we're going to... I think a lot of other people's justifications are with the cats, and I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So we're going to move on to the next one. That was close, Javier. It was close. I don't know where you order cats in general. That's what I was trying to figure out as well, Javier. I was trying to justify it on your side. So many people are going against the cats. Timu. Oh, my God. Dial a cat. Cat. All right, that's a good question. What could not ever be dangerous, starting with the letter W? Facebook Marketplace. I don't think you put animals on Marketplace here. Not live ones. What could not ever be dangerous? God, starting with the letter W. God, you said woman. That's not true. What could not ever be cat market? You could get them from a cat market, actually, Richard. Willow. Like a willow tree? Oh, how technical are we going to get? What couldn't ever be dangerous? A willow tree, if a tree falls on you, it could be dangerous, so we're going to pass. A watermelon. I have to reword the question to what is usually not dangerous. I'm going to have to reword this because I actually think everything could potentially be dangerous at some point. So I'm just going to go loose here, and we're going to start it again. I'm going to go again, give it to Watermelon and Wold, Yuvra, and Daniel. Otherwise, I could technically find absolutely anything be dangerous at least once. For example, you could trip over almost anything and fall and break your head. So we're going to go ahead and skip that. I'm going to reword the question. We're going to do another round of that question reworded. What is usually not dangerous, starting with the letter E? This way I can be a lot more lenient with the answer. And we're going to give that one final because it was worded horribly. What is usually not dangerous? Luke to Duke, you said election day, but I believe a lot of people fight on election day. Oh, you did not say first. Gogs, you said elephant. I would say they're probably usually not dangerous. Javier, you said envelopes. They're usually not dangerous. Gogs and Javier. We're going to do one more round of that with another letter. What is usually not dangerous, starting with the letter A? Are you guys tied? You are not. Luke to Duke, you are ahead by 1 point. You ever cut your tongue on an envelope? You know, God, I've tickled my tongue. I've never cut it. It's still usually not dangerous. Bro, you're losing to an envelope over there. What is usually not dangerous? Luke to Duke, you said an avocado. Yuvra, you said apples. I would say they're usually not dangerous. Luke to Duke and Yuvra. Oh, Yuvra and Daniel are currently both tied for entering the Hall of Champions. Ants, Ace of Spades, airplanes. Oof. I could say they're usually not dangerous. Apologies. Ooh, that's a fun one. You haven't had any of my exes. I appeal. I don't know what you're appealing. We're going to move on. Appeal denied. What happens if two people tie? Here's what we do with a tie. Luke to Duke, you are in first place to keep it simple so I don't have to keep shuffling, especially early on in the game when many people just have 1 point. Luke to Duke, you're at 17. Gogs is at 15. Luke to Duke, since you're at 17 first, if Gogs gets to 17 and you're both at 17, you're going to hold the first position. Gogs will get the second. Since you got first, you'll stay there. Otherwise, he's not going to finish there. That's also true. If at the end, if people are tied, we're going to keep going till a tie is broken. No, I mean for Hall of Champion. Also, same. We will go over for a tiebreaker for the Hall of Champion. I already have that figured out. It's been figured out in previous episodes, where if neither of them are here, we consult the Divine Toilet. If one or both of them are here and there's a tie, I ask a question, and I will give a point out to the first 2 people to give me a correct answer. And between the tied people for the Hall of Champion, I will give a point out to the first one of those 2. So for overtime, more points can be handed out. I have a system in place for if nobody's here, if one of them are here, or if both of them are here. So, moving forward, the only loophole is pretty much if you're here, you're almost guaranteed then to just break that tie. Hey, Bronny, that's the only thing. So if there's a tie, you want to stay to the end. Moving on to the next round of, how you doing, Bronny? Moving on to the next round of Justifiable Thoughts. Well, yeah, or you guys have some good answers. All right. What wouldn't make sense to put in a time capsule starting with the letter L? Luke to Duke, I think we're just going to do Justifiable Thoughts today. I got a lot of questions I'm trying to work through on here. Bronny said a Lego. Gog said a loo roll. He said a lion, lard. I think actually everything is going to be acceptable answer. So I'm going to give it to the first two. We have... Oh, Luke to Duke, you said Luke. Oh, I didn't even see that. Starts with an L. All right, Luke to Duke got Luke. Bronny got Lego. Bronny, welcome back and welcome to the scoreboard. As a former champion, you are entered in as red. You are number 10 on the scoreboard, but that doesn't matter because you have your own piece. As you can see, there's a podium, Bronny. Two new updates for you real quick. There's a podium, and the podium will hold whoever has the most points, second to most points, and third most points on the scoreboard every single stream now, at least on this format. Let me get your game piece out. Also, the giveaway is starting Friday. I'll be giving one prize out a month. Every time you guys get your name on a scoreboard, on the scoreboard, you get one ticket per day. And I'll draw it the first stream of the following month and send the prize out. If you don't want the prize, you can forfeit the prize, but you cannot choose who it goes to. So then I'll just choose a different ticket to avoid potential problems. How do you get your own piece? If you donate in the pinned comment to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, you have to donate at least $5 to get a piece. We have a $5, $10, and $20 tier with a bunch of different pieces you can choose from. If you donate, you will have a piece that will represent you every single time you come and play. I write it down. I keep track of it. If you don't have a piece, you just have a token with your number on it based on what number you enter the scoreboard for that day. We're going to go ahead and continue on. There's no pressure on that. It's just a way for me to raise funds for the channel and show appreciation. It's pretty much a character that will represent you. We're going to continue on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. What's suspicious to do alone, starting with the letter C? If I stream for 10 years, this piece is yours for 10 years on this stream. No, I will not. And just so you guys know, the stipulation on that is I'm not going to mail it to you. They're still mine, but it will represent you for as long as the stream is alive. What's suspicious to do alone? The Brazilian over there laughing. Guys, you said cuddle? Gogs, you're going to look like you're on something if you're doing that. I'll give it to you, Gogs. You said catch something. What would it be suspicious to catch? I'm thinking like fishing or hunting or... Yeah, I think it's... Doesn't look... What's suspicious to do alone? I think there's many things you could catch alone. You can catch a cold, you can catch a fish, you can catch a ball. There's so many things you could catch. Yeah, guys, I was trying not to say that. Can you cuddle alone? Ooh, that's a good question. Can you cuddle alone? Ooh, can you even define cuddle? Hold close in one's arm as a way of showing love or affection. Can you hold yourself? Oh, or a prolonged and affectionate hug. You cannot hug yourself. All right, well, hold on. Define hug. Squeeze someone tightly in one's arm, typically to express affection. An act of holding someone tightly in one's arm, typically to... Nope, you can't. We're actually going to take that away from Gogs. All right. Gogs, it's not an acceptable answer. Going back up, what was the letter started with? C. And I don't think I'm going to do catch something because I think there's many things you can catch alone, like fishing and stuff. where it's okay. Caps and robbers. I think you mean cops and robbers. What was the question? What's suspicious to do alone? Cops and robbers is a game, and I would definitely say that's probably suspicious to do alone. Oh, Sasso. Oh, Bronny just Googled it. All right, thank you, Bronny. All right, we're giving it back to Gogs. Thank you. This is why I like people. Bronny said, yes, you can cuddle by yourself, also known as self-hugging, and it can be a way to feel good and connect with your body. Here are some tips for self-hugging, followed by immediately Sasso saying, I cuddle alone all the time, usually while crying, which is a super thing to follow. Bronny's Google. Thank you, Sasso, for the tip. Oh, no. All right, Bronny. Gogs, you can thank Bronny for justifying it for you. Oh, Mike True in the fetal position too. All right. Gogs, you got it. Going back up. Oh, Richard, you said courting. I can't remember what that was. I don't have the. Is that like dating? What is that? What is courting in the UK? I remember it meant something, a public affair. Okay, yep, that'll count, Richard. Richard, you got a point. All right, moving on to another round. We're going to try this. I don't know how it'll go. What could never be the theme of a movie? Appropriate answer, starting with the letter D. Is there a movie called Dirt? I'm thinking Joe Dirt. All right, guys. This is going to be one of those where I have to do a lot of Googling. Movie about dirt. Dirt the movie. There is a movie. It's called Dirt the movie. Dirt did a good job of touching on important issues facing soil today, monoculture, artificial fertilizer, soil erosion. Okay, Javier, there is a movie specifically about dirt. Unfortunately, it does not count. These are some of the questions I love because they make us Google things and learn the weirdest stuff. Gogs, you said dad. So many about dad. Luke Duke, you said dabbing. Whole entire movie about dabbing, huh? I'm going to have to Google it. I'm only Googling it if I don't. You said whack. I agree. I thought you were going to get it. I'm only going to Google it if I don't think that there's a movie. I guess it depends on the type of dabbing you're talking about. However, I assume you mean the dance, so Luke Duke, you'll get it. Dungarees? Bib overalls. A type of clothing known as overalls or bib. Okay, Richard, you're going to get that too. What was the question again? What could never be the theme of a movie? All right, moving on to another round. What's pointless to memorize, starting with the letter H? Dungarees. Yes, Richard got the point for dungarees. What's pointless to memorize, starting with the letter H? Hair count on your head? Oh, that was not the first one. That was a good answer, so let's see. Theme. Remember, guys, your answer must be an acceptable answer for the question and be justifiable. All right, let's see. What's pointless to memorize, starting with the letter H? Brawny, you said hot sauce. I think everything about memorizing hot sauce is pointless to memorize. The names of hot sauce, the ingredients, maybe not the ingredients, but the names of hot sauce. Be pretty goofy. Because you just write it down. All right, Bronny, I'll give it to you. Hippo. What if you work at a hot sauce shop in a mall? You probably didn't turn around at the menu. Unless it's a recipe for a hot sauce. You know what? Actually, we're going to stick to your answer must make sense to the question. So, what's pointless to memorize? And I don't think hot sauce is just an acceptable answer in general, as well as hippo. Because if somebody asks you in a conversation, what's a pointless thing to memorize, and you just say hippo or hot sauce, I don't think that that's a good answer. So we're going to skip both of them. W, you said hair count on your head. We're going to give that to you. I'm going to be looking for more full answers moving forward. W, welcome to the scoreboard. It helps with the fluidity of the game as well, so we're not justifying one thing for 10 minutes as well. W, you're number 11 on the scoreboard. As a former champion, you're entered in as red. Since you are number 11, you will have the number 11 token, red token, since you're a former champion. You'll be 11. Wait, is it really pointless if we're using it right here? I don't understand. You need to know your hot sauce to help find because it's true. I can test it against my own answer, and that's what I call FFF. I agree, Bronny. I like that a lot. I would do that too. All right, well, we still have to give one more point out. What's pointless to memorize, starting with the letter H. Let me go back to the top a little bit. No hot sauce, no hippo, hair count on your head. That was a good one. Home does not count. Hollow Man script. I don't know what that is, but that would be pointless to memorize because if you are... But what if you're the actor? Yeah, no, if you're the actor, you have to memorize it. And in fact, yeah, that would definitely wouldn't be pointless. Homeless people's address, Daniel, you're gonna get it for homeless people's address. Oh my God. The movie, good one. Daniel, and weirdly enough, homeless people do have addresses. They're typically not an actual, well, they are an actual address, but they're not an address to where they live, obviously. Weirdly enough, because there's a lot of social services in the United States where a homeless person still has to have an address so they can use a common one. Typically, like homeless shelters will offer some homeless people to use their shelter address as an address so they can collect mail and things like that, so they can have an address. However, it's not where they live, so I would say it's useless. Also, Daniel, you're currently in the lead for entering the Hall of Champions, which will be announced in 12 and a half minutes. All right, that was a good one, guys. That was a good one. Richard, so there's some wild things being streamed on YouTube these days. I see some really weird streams. I saw somebody have 1,000 viewers. He had about under 1,000 subscribers, and he had 1,000 viewers, 800 to 1,000, watching him do dishes for an hour. All right, we're going to move on to the next round of Justifiable Thoughts. What should not be someone's secret talent, starting with the letter R? Oh, Richard, shots fired at the Rubik's Cube. Oh, man. What should not be somebody's secret talent? Oh, man. Running. Running should not be your secret talent. There's nothing you need to keep it. There's nothing you need to keep secretive about being an amazing runner with all the things down. Gogs, I'm going to give it to you. Running should not be a secret talent because it's okay to just go do. Does not have to be a secret. It can be talent because there's an art to it. Rolling deodorant. Oh my God, Ronnie. It's so weird. Hold on. Define talent. Oh my God. Natural aptitude or skill. Okay, Bronny, I'm gonna give it to you. Rolling deodorant should not be a secret talent. These are good answers. What are some of the other answers? A lot of YouTube Live is unhinged. I agree, Sasso. You guys had some good ones. We did give it out. Hey, try hard. We got about another 10 minutes left. Moving on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. What can't be learned in school, starting with the letter D? Richard, that one hit different. W, do you have a typo? Dragon slaying. Dedication. These are good answers. Dealing at poker. These are dead good style. Dominoes. These are good. You do not have a typo. Well, I'm unfamiliar. The more you're smoking, what is that? Thank you. Sorry, sometimes I don't know. Oh, it's a brand. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. I see now. Thank you. Sometimes you guys have typos, and I go to Google them, and I find weird things. Yeah, driving does not count. They have driving in a lot of schools. Also, they have schools specifically for driving. Literally, the entire schools are for driving. Obviously, it's not 40 hours a week like traditional schooling, but they have driving schools, at least here in the USA. What can't be learned in school? Debt. There's definitely schools that can teach financial stuff, like colleges and universities and their type of school. So we're not going to give it to debt or driving. W for smoking. There are no schools, or at least not many. I've never heard of them. And Bronny, you said donut eating. Okay, well, hold on. We're definitely going to give it to W for smoking. Donut eating. Oh, what was the question? What can't be learned in school? It should be what can't be taught in school. Can't be learned in school is fine too. I'm going to change it to what can't be taught in school to make it better. Moving forward, at least. Yeah, you know what? You should already know how to eat before you get to school. So, Bronny, we're going to give that to you. Health class? Yeah, if you don't know how to eat by the time you get to school at 5 years old, you'd be dead. So, you're not going to learn it in school. You're going to learn it somewhere else. Dog scooping skills. You guys had a lot of good answers, though. You guys had a lot of good answers. We're going to try another version of that. Yeah, but you're not going to be taught to smoke in health class. Or are you? No. All right. We're going to try that again. I'm going to let those be final so we can move on. Oh, wrong one. What can't be taught in school, starting with the letter N? Look, all I'm saying about eating is if you wait until your child is 3 or 4 or 5 years old to learn how to eat 3, 4, 5 years into life, they'll probably be dead. And so what can't be taught in school? Ooh, Luke, napping's an interesting one because napping happens a lot. But do they teach you to nap? No, I think when you're in preschool, they just tell you to get on the cot. No, I think they could teach, teachers could teach you kids how to help fall asleep and stuff. So I don't think napping would count. Taught about the harms of smoking, but not how to smoke itself, though. Navigation, they should be able to teach you that. Nail polish. You've Rob, I think that's a good answer. I don't think what can't be taught in school. Never mind, there's cosmetology school, knitting, there are home ed, numb finger looking, nursing, nobleness. Ooh, Gogs, I think nobleness is going to get it. That's a trait you're going to have to develop on your own. Guys, there's schools for a lot of things. What can't be taught in school? Nothing. You've never seen the U.S. education system. Negating around Earth, navigating around Earth. There's flight schools. You said what you could teach. Oh, no, I said what can't be taught in school. My apologies if I misspoke, but it looks like based off of the... Wait, numb finger looking? Didn't get it? No, there's nursing schools and stuff and doctor schools. And so that's actually a legit thing people will have to look into. Benjamin Hawkins, welcome to the live game show where I host and keep score. Your comment is removed for now. 3F's of this place is we like to keep it fair. We like to have fun and keep it family friendly. You're welcome to stay and play as long as you're having fun. That's your one and only warning. Then you get banned if you're not family friendly. You won't learn flat earth on school. Necromancy is a great answer. Nerf gun shooting is a great answer. Niqab wearing? What the heck is a niqab? QAB. They would definitely teach that in schools that use that on other parts of the world, like the Middle East, though. I don't think I'm going to get that one. One more, looking for one more. Maybe I misheard. I apologize, Javier, if I misspoke. Daniel said, no, I mean flip. Negating round or flat earth. All right, Daniel, I'll give it to you for that one, for flat earth. Wait, but how does that start with an end? If you mean you won't learn flat earth schooling, but I don't understand how negating round earth translates to flat earth and starts with an N. Narcissism, plenty of in schools. Sure, that's fair. I think I'm going to give it to... Hold on, but you said navigate the earth, and I don't think you won't learn flat earth in school. You're right, but that one doesn't start with an N. Negate. Oh, negate. Negate round earth. Okay, there's not going to be a school that teaches you that the earth is flat. That's great. Okay, thank you. I wanted to wait on that. Negate the round earth. They're not going to teach you. And see, that's a good way to word it to get to what you were trying to say. Negate the round earth to start with an N. Daniel, you're going to go ahead and get that. Gog's got the point for noble, because you're not going to learn how to be noble in school. You'll learn that in the real world. What about my nothing? Oh, Richard, I said... you haven't been into the U.S. Schooling system. We teach all of these things, but very few people actually learn anything from what's taught. And nothing's a little... Can't learn nothing. I learned nothing on different periods, like study hall, lunch, and gym. I didn't learn anything. All right, guys, we're going to keep that one final. It was the typo that messed with me. We're going to keep that final because we're going to move along because we have 2 minutes left. And we're getting down to the wire real quick on the scores. I'm not going to read the champions right now because we have a competition going on. Daniel's at 7, Yuvra 5, Sealand 1. Continuing on to another round of Justifiable Thoughts. What wouldn't make sense? Never mind, we're going to skip that one. No, we're going to try it. What would not make sense to teach a pet starting with the letter O? Why you guys talk? Luke to Duke, 5, 10, 15, 19, Gogs. 18, Javier 7, Rhino 1, Baronator 2, Richard 3, Brawny 3, W2. Amongst everyone else competing, Daniel 7, Yuvra 5, Sealand 1. We're not over till it's over. What would be useless to teach a pet? Probably everything. So I'm going to take the first 2 answers that start with an O. Origami and Oreo eating, Javier and Luke to Duke. Moving on to the next round, justifiable thoughts. I'm not even on the board today. Oops, it happened, Sasso. Is Oklahoma even a state? It is a state. It is a state. There's a city and a state. Oklahoma City is in Oklahoma State. Fun fact, Kansas City, which is a state, Kansas is a state. Kansas City, however, is in Missouri. What shouldn't be part of a family photo starting with the letter R? It's okay. Nobody caught that. What should not be part of a family photo starting with the letter R? Adding another 30 seconds on that clock because of the technical difficulty. We have rats. I'm going to give it to Daniel and Gogs. Moving on to the next round. Regret. Ah, Sasso, are you doing okay today, my friend? What is not worth bragging about starting with the letter P? Rambo. I like how Javier said rays of sunlight and then Sasso said regret. Rays of sunlight is a good one. What did I ask? What is not worth bragging about starting with the letter P? Pencil, Yuvra, and Gog's pony. It's not over till it's over. Gogs and Luke Duke are tied. It's over. It's over. We are there. Let me tally up the scores real quick before I make the announcements. Close games on both ends. We are going to be going into overtime for one thing. Don't GG's yet, Luke Duke. It's not over. Announcing the scores for the former champion. Gogs, 20. Luke Duke, 20. You guys are currently tied at first. Hey, Bronny, you guys enjoy that birthday dinner. I hope you guys have a great date. The giveaway starts Friday. Gogs and Luke Duke are 20. We will have to do a bonus round until one of them does not get a point. But for now, Javier confirmed his spot at 8, unless somehow he can catch it. No, never mind. 8. Rhino 1, Baronator 2, Richard 3, Bronny 3, W2. Amongst everybody else competing to enter the Hall of Champions, close one right down to the wire, Sealand with 1. Coming in second place, Yuvra with 6. And now to announce the new champion, who had to fight for it until the very end, coming in first place with 8 points. Then you did have to earn it fighting Yuvra, but you pulled her in at the end. Daniel, congratulations on entering the Hall of Champions. Next time you play, your name will be entered in red. Daniel, you are number 69 in the Hall of Champions. Good, congratulations, Daniel. You better come back and get your spot on the Hall of Champions. I'm sure you can get it. All right, now, however, the game is not over. Because as per requested, we do not end on a tie. We are 2 hours in, but the game is not over. We are going to be doing bonus rounds, and I still will give points on the scoreboard. 2 things, however. 1, the Hall of Champions is closed and official. 2, the high score cannot be beat. We are now going into overtime. You're fine with ending on a tie. Well, Luke Duke, I'm not. So what happens is we are going to continue until Luke Duke or Gogs gets a point. Once one of them gets a point and the other doesn't, they will have first place. If they decide not to compete and do a gentleman's tie and be good sports, which is fair, if they compete, or if they decide to both share the throne, I will then consult the divine toilet, so I recommend competing because we do not end on a tie on this show. FFF goes from family, fair, fun, friendly until it's time to break a tie, and then it's fastest finger first. Thank you, Richard. We want blood. Joking. Oh, don't worry. We're getting the tiebreaker. Moving on to another round of justifiable thoughts. This one might be tricky because I am very biased on the justifiable thoughts because I get to determine the leniencies. So we're not going to do justifiable thoughts. In fact, we're actually going to do a completely different game for the tiebreaker. We're going to do I'm trying to think what's a fair one. What's a fair thing to do for a tiebreaker? Blurt, guess that balloon. I think Think and Sync. We're going to do Think and Sync. Spot it. Spot it's very difficult for me to do it on here. We're going to do Think and Sync. All right, guys. How Think and Sync works. I will be giving a point out to the first two. Ooh, Tricky Tribon's also a good one. We're going to do Think and Sync. Wait, Think and Sync is 2 people. Correct. So if you guys tie again, we're going to keep going. Yes, you guys can all answer. I have decided that never on this game show will I ever make it to where only 1 or 2 people can participate. This is how this works with the overtime. Everybody can answer, and the first 2 people still get points. The first 2 people still get points. We're actually just going to go over today. There's 2 types of ties on here. We have a tie for the Hall of Champions, which is a different way to break the tie than a tie for first place. 2 different ways. If people are tied for the Hall of Champions, I'm going to ask a question. Who the first 1 or 2 people to get it correct will get a point on the scoreboard. If somebody tied for the Hall of Champions gets that point, then they win. Otherwise, I go until one of the champions. Okay. Sorry, it's a little tricky. If I ask a question, 2 people are tied for the Hall of Champions. Let's say Baronator and Rhino asked first, but they're not tied. I then look to see whoever's tied has the first answer, and I give it to them. I really have to write this down for you guys. But for the former champions, we're just going to play like normal. Everybody can play. You can all earn more points. Hall of Champions final at Daniel, even if you raw passes Daniel during the overtime. We're going to play like normal until Luke to Duke or Gogs surpasses. It's 2 different things just because I need the Hall of Champions sometimes to be over quickly because I do stream multiple times a day. But for this, I have time to go overtime. So we're going to play until one of them is ahead of the other, which also means Javier Tech on a technicality could somehow also pass them. Moving on to Think and Sync, where I give a point to the first 2 people who say the same thing. Their answer must be in the realm of this question. Name a part of an elephant. You cannot say toaster. You would use the toilet. Yeah, the divine toilet. All right, and there it is, over as fast as it took way longer to explain than it did to do it. Trunk, Gogs, and Javier. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my stream just to make absolute sure that we have this tiebreaker correct and fair. And it looks like Gogs and Javier. Gogs and Javier. That means Luke to Duke, you held it until the very end and then lost to, well, you still got second. It's a good fight right down to the end. That was an honorable fight. We had a very close fight for the Hall of Champions, which was super fun, and we had a very close fight. God, you're officially the very first person to end on the number 1 spot on the podium. We will be doing this podium every time on this format, not every time on the other format. So I'm going to read the final scores. Gogs has 21. I do need to use a different marker for my records, though. Guys, this was a very fun stream with a couple other things that we added today. Gogs got 21. Daniel got 8. And welcome to the Hall of Champions. Daniel, you've been coming here for a while. It's nice to see. I like to see when people come and compete and finally get in. Luke to Duke, you got 20. Javier, you got 9. Third, Luke to Duke, first place. Gog, second. Javier, third. Rhino got 1. Baronator, 2. Sealand, 1. Yuvra, 6. Richard, 3. Brawny, 3. W, 2. I think he just says in another stream. Where you're only stream. No, he's fine. He's not, yeah, he's good. Hey, Pringle, we're actually at the end of this one. Hey guys, be family friendly. Be keep your head up if you win, lose, or see other people win or lose. You know, we gotta support each other. We're all friends. Congratulations, Gogs, for getting first, though. Oh, how lucky of me. Sorry, Pringle. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you? We'll be streaming again Friday. All right, guys, last announcement. I know I've said it a few times, but I'm very excited about it. We're going to start the giveaway Friday. There's no purchase necessary to enter. Anybody is welcome to enter. All you have to do starting Friday, from the first of the month to the last day of the month, every time you get your name on a scoreboard, I will write your name on a raffle ticket and put it in a bucket. The first stream of the following month, I will randomly pull a raffle ticket, and whoever's name I pull will get to choose between a bunch of different prizes. We'll get to choose one prize, and I will ship it to them. The only stipulation is you have to be in one of, I think, you have to not be in one of the maybe 3 countries that United States Postal Service does not ship to, and I think they're just the countries that are at war. There's a little bit more. There's a few more than 3. To my knowledge, every single person on stream, every country I've ever heard somebody ever tell me that they're from is eligible to have me ship the prize to you. No, I will not be streaming until Friday, and then I might stream next week, Monday, and then I'm going out of town next week, Tuesday, for a week. So yeah, we'll be starting that. And to give you guys a little teaser on the prizes we have. Oh, also, if you decline the prize, which you're more than welcome to, you cannot gift it to somebody else. I will just be pulling a different ticket out of the bucket to avoid complications and favoritism and things like that. And complications I'm just not aware of that could arise. I want it to be random. So, some of the prizes that will be given out starting. We're only going to start with 1 a month until I have more funds to pay for shipping. No purchase necessary. You also cannot give me money to influence it at all. You guys are welcome to help, to donate. You guys are welcome to donate, which could allow me to send more prizes. But money cannot influence this at all, or it's not technically a giveaway. So, some of the prizes that I will be giving out. Where did it go? All right. Things you guys could choose from are, you could choose my book. You can. Some of the other prizes are, I have sets of Dungeons and Dragon dice I acquired just to be able to give you got them from my book. One of the books I'm writing. But you guys can pick a set of D&D dice. They're everything you would need. I can ship that to you. We have glow-in-the-dark fidget spinners as a prize. And then we have another surprise coming that I'm not announcing yet. We don't have PayPal or other in India, so how can I donate? You don't have to worry about it. I don't. I can probably only accept PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. They're all linked. They're all pinned in the comments. If you can't do any of those, don't worry about it. Hey, Richard, have a good night. I'm gonna catch up with the comments. I guess I'll see you on Friday if I can. I've been busy with school. All right, Pringle. Well, it's good to see you back. It's good to see you pop back in. Welcome back, Luke to Duke. Just catching up with the comments from the top to the bottom. Be here for a couple more minutes. It was a close one. It was a close one. Good competition. I'm glad it's fun to add the podium. It's very It doesn't look very complicated, but I had to add a lot of cardboard under and supports and stuff so that way pieces didn't cave it in. Guys, that was pretty fun. I definitely like doing the podium, and we're gonna be doing it more. Thank you, everybody, for another great stream. I really need some outro music, so I'm going to be looking into that. Let's all make a donation for you, Raw. Thanks, Richard. I appreciate that. I like that. Encourage them all to attend. Guys, once we have more funds for the channel, I'd love to send more than one prize. No problem, Pringle. Have a good one. Hey, Kakashi, welcome to the live game show where I host and keep score. You play by commenting. Unfortunately, we're at the end of the show right now. Typically, we play different card games, and I keep score on the scoreboard. However, we're actually at the end of the stream right now, and I will not be streaming again until Friday. We're at the end, and I'm cleaning up. But if sounds interesting, subscribe, and you'll come back Friday. We're starting a giveaway Friday as well. Outro music would be cool. I agree, Sasso, and I don't want to... I thought about doing the intro music before, but I thought I didn't want to confuse it because the intro music's very specifically for the intro. So you guys know that it hasn't started yet. I think I'm definitely going to do some outro music. I'll have to look into it. It has to be copyright free. If anybody's interested... or if anybody has any ideas, if anybody out there makes music and wants to send me, if anybody wants to make music for the outro, I don't have money to pay you. However, I can absolutely link your Spotify or things like that in the description and give you a shout out every time I play it. I cannot financially afford it, but if you allow me to use it on the stream and you write it for the stream, it's not copyright, or at least, with your permission, I will absolutely give you a shout out and a link to your music from your Spotify, things like that, That's a way if anybody's interested in doing that. Some people have actually asked before. I think Plastic might have. And if multiple people are out there and you guys are multiple artists are out there, and multiple people submit songs that are appropriate, that I can use on stream, I can just cycle through them for outro music, and I think that's a cool way to be able to infuse some things from you guys into the stream, and also it's a cool way that you guys could beyond my abilities as well, Sasso. Just changed my name. Oh, you've Rod. Did you change it from... Oh, you've Rod. You changed it from you've Rod to Kakashi. Awesome. Let me update. That was one of my favorite characters. Actually, one of the last things I ever watched before I completely cut out TV was Naruto. Actually, the only TV I watched in 7 years. Has been 7 years? Yeah. Kakashi. Luke Taduke, are you going live today for your thing, or are you still not allowed to yet? All right, I think we're all good. I think I'm caught up. I updated your name to Kakashi in the Hall of Champions. Oh my god, I'm late. Well, can you even do it? Mary Had a Little Lamb on keyboard is as much as I can do. I can't do anything musical. All right, Luke Taduke, I'll probably join. Sorry I made you late. You are 16 minutes late, my friend. You should play Final Countdown for outro music. It sounds copyrighted. If it's already in existence right now, or you guys haven't made it, I probably can't use it. Yeah, Luke Taduke is doing a special live stream for his 100th video. I don't know if we'll be able to, though, because you need at least 24 hours after verifying. So it's kind of a maybe on that for him. Luke to Duke. If you do, post something in the Discord, let people know you're going to go live. If not, yeah. Guys, we'll be back Friday. Thank you, everybody, again for another. You can play the banjo? That's awesome. Richard, make some music for the stream, man. Get a music career going. I'll throw some links out for you. I can play guitar, but I am horrible in it. Guys, it doesn't have to sound good for it to be outro music. This is a game show. This is for fun. Guys, that's another thing. If you want to try to make music and send it here, it doesn't even have to sound good. You play the triangle, whistle, Javier can clap his hands. What can I play? I can I could drum. I could drum with the scoreboard. Be like if we were all off of Timo. Yeah, this is like a Timo band, but even worse. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. I'm going to go hop into Luke the Duke's live in a few minutes. Richard, that's actually really cool. Can you send some videos in the Discord? I'd be interested in seeing some banjo play. Bro, I cannot join your Discord. Why not? That's interesting. Check my community post. Can I post it from here? Let me... Kakashi, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can share it. I didn't say I was good at it. Okay, well, I can play any instrument then. If those are the stipulations, that's hilarious. I didn't say I was good at it. Let me figure out... I'm still relatively new to Discord. I have a link. Boy, I hope this is... We're going to try this link, see if it works. I think Luke Duke is live right now, and I'm going to go ahead and get off. It says link expired. There's a new link right there. The link expires in 7 days. I did a link right there for Discord. I posted it. I'll make a new community post soon. Hey, Edward, we're actually just about to be done in a couple seconds, and I'm going to go join Luke the Duke's live for a little bit while I work on some other stuff. Guys, thank you, everybody, for another fun stream, and I'll see you guys Friday. Feel free to join the Discord. I just posted a link, and I will make a community post in a few minutes. In about 5 to 10 minutes, I'll make a community post with a fresh Discord link that anybody can join and hang out with other players outside when I'm not streaming. For now, I don't have a banjo no more. Sorry, that's fair. What's he live on YouTube? Luke Duke is going live on YouTube with a Q&A for his 100th video. Super cool. Super cool. So everybody have a great night, and I hope to see you guys Friday, and the giveaway is starting, and I'm super excited about that. 1 ticket per day, no purchase necessary. Everybody have a great day.